Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the day one of Code2Corporate Bootcamp. Okay, in today's session, we'll go over like what are the different things available for us in software industry. We'll okay, so from next time onwards, it will be interactive. Mostly, we'll be trying a direct Zoom meeting instead of webinar. We'll we'll do that way. Okay, first of all, thank you very much for joining at this session at the morning at 6 o'clock. That show your interest in this. And coming to Code2Corporate, this started just to give some overview for the students, how they can leverage the current technologies to get into IT job. One thing you should remember is getting your first job is always tough. Okay, it takes time. Don't worry, but it takes time. You have to be practice and you have to be very fluent in your own language, whatever you're trying to learn. Okay, so bootcamp structure will be that will be we are thinking like a 20 days of bootcamp, and it can increase depending on your interest, and if you want to add any other topics at the end, okay, we will increase the timelines, but for now we will stick to 20 days. It will be starting from coming Monday, so every day at 6 a.m. IST. Okay, and Saturdays and Sundays it will be for your you can you can train on your things, couple of things which we discussed in our webinars. Okay, you can go over things and also you can take some rest. Okay, and coming to the expectations, like sessions can be interactive. You can ask questions in webinar whenever you have something, and also you can answer a couple of polls and submitted by your admins here. And Saturday class, we'll plan like maybe after 2 weeks, we'll plan for Saturday class where we can have an interactive session where users can ask questions. Okay, that's how we will be going through all these webinars. Okay. Okay, directly, I don't want to come to overview of IT roles. Instead of, let me share my screen again. Okay, this is what we will cover in these 20 days. So we'll give overview on IT roles. What are the different paths we have? Frankly, most of the students will think like only software is the only one boom, like you have to write code. But there are some lot of other opportunities where you can explore. And this second day too is like SDLC, software development lifecycle, and waterfall, agile, and DevOps. We have multiple things. We'll go over things, and then corporate environment basics. So, what are the things you should be aware whenever join your first job? From day four onwards, we'll go into something technical, and we'll discuss about career talk and agile boards. Okay, you will get to know everything. Okay, don't worry. We'll get a overview of entire things, and also, and we will change this pattern as well. We want to introduce couple of artificial intelligence here, and how you can code using AI, and how you can generate some presentations and all. For example, today's presentation, right? We are using Gamma dot app. Okay, that is the AI where it will generate multiple presentations easily. Okay, so in the day one, right? I want to give one demo on that one. Let's see. For example, give me a minute. I'm asking one question in you poll. Okay, just answer that one. How much time it will take to create the presentation? Okay, you can answer that. I will be waiting, then we'll start the session. You got one poll question. Okay, one answered at 20 minutes. Let's see what others will do. Okay, somebody answer 1 minute. Okay, maybe they are already exploring AI things. That will be great. And another one answered like minutes. Okay, we have, let me share my screen. Let me open Gamma app. Okay. This is the application currently I am using while creating Gamma app. Later, I will modify a couple of things. For example, I'm not liking this theme. Okay. I just want to update the theme just like this. So entire structure completely changes here. If you want to look more professional, you can go for other themes and there will be some colorful themes. So based on, there will be light themes. So you can select different themes based on your interest. And generating a presentation is also very easy. We'll let you know in future sessions, but just a glimpse of what we can do. And we have some other tools. So come back to the document where we are discussing. And then we have like backend APIs, what and why. So what is really mean by backend APIs? Okay, now seeing this screen. Let me share it again. So backend APIs, what we'll discuss in that, and database basics, and we'll discuss about career talk, like how you can leverage these technologies to get into your first job, and introduction to cloud. So what we discuss, right, we'll give overview. Okay, we don't say like this once you complete you will be rocking rock star in programming and all. Okay, all of these things, right, it will give overview. So based on that you can select one interest. So on top of that you can develop your skills. So we'll be discussing about Azure, and we'll be discussing about how the real-time IT scenarios, what are the different use cases we'll have, and then we'll discuss about workspace soft skills. Okay, how you will interact with your peers and how you'll interact with the managers, what are the different things needs to be considered in HR department and all. Okay, and then mini project kickoff. So we'll be doing this mini project completely using AI, and we'll be developing one website or a mobile Android or iOS app depending on your interest. Okay, so you will be create that app in under 1 hour. Okay, we'll be using different AI no code platforms. We'll be using that, and also we will try some other how we can create an app. Okay, there are some other things also we'll do, not just AI. And project hands-on and review, like this how the real-time project will be going on. Okay, real-time projects, how the kickoff meeting happens, and how you will prepare yourself for the project, how you assign different tasks. These kind of things we'll be discussing here. And also students follow along GitHub commits. Most of them are know about GitHub. If you guys don't know, then we'll be discussing GitHub is the main thing, not GitHub. There will be other repositories, SVN repository is there, and we have GitHub. GitHub is the main one. Everyone using GitHub nowadays. Okay, so once you learn the GitHub, that will be the tech you need in any software life cycle or any software industry. Maybe there are some exceptions. For example, there are some people who don't use any GitHub. They directly deploy from their emails. So this also happening in 2025, where people don't use the latest technologies. They will be stick to the basics, and they think like the job is done. Okay, so there are those scenarios as well. Maybe you don't know you will be landing on that particular job, but the thing is, your first job always give more experience than your final one. Okay, so you have to prepare for to get your first job. Sometimes it will takes time. Okay, please do remember that. Okay, and finally, what's in your career and this is the stuff we'll be discussing in our date all these 20 days. And I will be changing these things. Okay, there are some repeated things, but based on students. Okay, if you are most of them are students, then this will be the complete guide we can follow. But if you guys are already interested in already learning couple of other programming languages, then we'll change the course depending on your requirement. Okay, but always if you have any questions, you can ask in the Q&A sections. Until then, you have any questions, please let me know so that we'll be discussing that. Okay, we have one question here. So recordings will be provided or not? Yeah, recordings will be provided through YouTube or ITVizag.com. You can access those recordings, and we'll be sharing the link. I think maybe we'll be sharing link from starting from Monday. Okay. Other questions? Will be a Q&A section where you can ask questions. Okay. So we'll be shifting to direct Zoho meeting instead of webinar now. Okay. So I'll be sending a one more link. Okay. Please join that link. So we'll be discussing more on that. Okay.